welcome to the weekly HeroFix podcast here in the HeroFix studio. I am Sam Townsend. I am joined by
Tom Walker,
Ian Chin,
and our guest today, Jack Williams.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us, Jack.
No problem.
Obviously, you're a kind of superhero expert joining us today.
Wow. Don't like to brag, but yeah.
you're the closest expert we know.
Okay, cool.
So, thank you for joining us today.
Sure.
And obviously, the show is we come to you every week, you guys at home, and we bring you some stories that have gone on in the past week within the superhero movie genre, or the superhero TV genre, I think. So, what are our topics today? I am going to be talking about the DC movie universe. Of course, Batman v Superman is out. Me and Ian have seen it. We'll be doing a review video later on, so this isn't a review, but we will be doing a review.
We'll just be doing a small discussion.
Yeah, this is more discussion about what films we're looking forward to in the DC movie universe. Ian?
I'll be discussing about Daredevil Season 2 because I just finished watching it after binge watching it for 2 to 3 days.
Yeah, I loved it.
So good, man. But yeah, I'll be discussing what I think about the series, and yeah, that's it.
Because we didn't talk about both of those enough last week.
It's so good.
No, but we've actually watched them though.
Yeah, we finally finished the whole series now, so we get to give our opinions.
Have you watched Jessica Jones? You've watched Jessica Jones, haven't you?
That's a question. Have you done your homework?
Daredevil was better though.
No,
I wanted to finish watching Daredevil first before I move on to Jessica Jones.
Jack,
but
have you
I did
seen them
notice
all?
the cameos.
Okay, so me and Jack are the only educated people for that discussion. Tom, what have you got coming up for us today?
Well, we've got Batman.
Oh yeah, Batman logo.
Lego. It's the Lego Batman movie. It was announced a while ago, but we've had 2 trailers this week.
And he made it. I thought they were cool, but we'll talk about that later. Don't forget, you guys can get involved at home by using the social media here at the bottom of the page. Also, comments in the YouTube section. Also, starting this week, we'll also be posting these podcasts on Mixcloud, so keep a lookout for that. We'll put a link in the description of the video for you to find it on there. If you don't want to see our faces, we won't take it offensively.
But why though? We're so beautiful though.
I know. I don't know what's the matter.
Right, well, you two are just vain.
So let's get straight onto it. Let's get into our first topic, which is the DC Cinematic Universe. So, Ian, we've seen the film.
Yes.
Let's not go into it, but initial thoughts, good or bad?
Better than what I was expecting,
Yeah.
but obviously there were some flaws to it.
I think any film has flaws, though.
Yeah.
And I think...
But there were some big flaws which critics did pick on.
Yeah. Do you think it was a fan film rather than a quality for critics and all that sort of thing?
I would say it's a fan film, but then again, it did break one of the main things that made one of the superheroes unique. So yeah.
Interesting. Check that out on the review video later. But enough of that. Let's talk about the rest of the cinematic universe. Obviously, we had a little sneak peek in the film about it. I want to know from you guys what film you're looking forward to the most in the cinematic universe to come. So I'll start off. I'm really looking forward to Justice League. However, I must admit I am worried that they're doing it really early. We're not going to be introduced to characters before. What we have had introduced to us is very little with some of the other characters other than Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. And it's a weird strategy. I don't know if that's because I'm used to the way Marvel have done it, or I just work because I want to know more about them. But, what do you guys think? Do you think they're doing it too quick?
Well, let's hear Jack's view first, seeing as he's our special guest.
Yeah.
I kind of agree that it's feeling a bit rushed, but we can't judge DC on Marvel standards here. I mean, Marvel have got this way that they do it with the phases. Maybe DC they're doing it 2 parts. It's Justice League Part 1 and 2. Maybe Part 1 is setting up these heroes' backstories, and then going straight into Part 2 where they're fighting something.
Yeah, so we've had Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. Next we've got Suicide Squad. Then we have Wonder Woman. And then we're going straight into Justice League Part 1. Then we have Aquaman, Flash. I believe Shazam is also after that. Then we have Part 2. And then we're getting into the Cyborg and then the Green Lantern Corps film. So we've got a lot to choose from. But again, so they're going to introduce them maybe in Part 1, give a bit more of an insight into them following that, and then go straight into a huge battle in Part 2. Guys, what do you think?
Well, in terms of films looking forward to, I'm also looking forward to Suicide Squad. But that's immediate future. That's already been already hopped up enough. future films, I'm interested in the Green Lantern Corps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in if it's just going to focus on the Green Lanterns, or if it's going to be Green Lanterns versus Yellow, or if it's going to be the entire like spectrum of colours. Because Red Lanterns are awesome.
Yellow's fear, isn't it?
Yeah, Yellow's fear. Red is anger. Blue is hope, I think. Orange is avarice. Violet is
Star Sapphires.
Yeah, Star Sapphires. Love. What else am I missing here?
I think we get the general
Got
idea.
black, white, and green. You haven't mentioned.
Yeah, black, white, and green is. Well, we know what green is. That's willpower. But black and white is light and death, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
So-
life and death, rather, not
It'd be
light and
interesting
death.
to see if they're going to bring more of that into it. Because obviously, when they did the Green Lantern film with Ryan Reynolds, which we won't talk about too much, in the post-credit scene, there was a sneak peek of fear, and you know, but obviously it never came to any available.
If they were to do a actual like Green Lantern Corps movie, not just focusing on the one lantern, I would like to see him fighting or like introducing other Lantern Corps. Like I said, like the Red Lanterns, ability wise, like they're my favourite because when you get a Red Lantern ring, your blood turns to napalm. Literally, if you cough up your own blood, you're coughing up liquid death.
Oh, that's not nice. Ian.
Like Tom said, I'm actually quite interested in Suicide Squad, mainly because of the reason I want to see Jared Leto's take on the Joker, because for me, Joker's like one of them iconic villains, and I just want to see what he brings to the table, because I've heard that he gets into his role like really well.
He's
Like,
a full method actor.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
almost the same way as Heath Ledger did it, whereas Heath Ledger locked himself in his hotel room rehearsing his script, Jared Leto was. I think he was sending.
Yeah, he sent dead mice. He sent dead mice to Will Smith and somebody else.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
He sent them that, and I think he sent someone a bullet from a gun. You know, like
No,
someone.
the bullet was to Will Smith because he plays
Deadshot.
Deadshot.
So he sent that. Which, but that can't. Whether it's true or not is another thing. But it does add a bit more to the character.
Also,
how we're gonna look forward to it.
Did you say Aquaman might get his own movie as well?
No, he has got his own movie.
Oh, he has got. I want to see what they're gonna do, because if it's gonna be all underwater, I just want to see how they take it. Like, I think the last film that I've seen that was mostly shot underwater was The Abyss. But it was, is it James Cameron?
If they were to film any of it underwater, it would take a lot of physical training.
Yeah.
I mean, this is years ago, but do you remember like Harry Potter, one of the Harry Potter films? So there was a big underwater scene.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah, number 4. I remember seeing the DVD extras, and the amount of training they had to do just to do that one section.
I mean, obviously, Jack, you're renowned for your affiliation with Aquaman.
You're famous around this university.
What are you expecting from the Aquaman film?
Well, the thing about Aquaman is he's only half Atlantean, so you'll have a lot of it will be in water, but a lot of it will be on land, especially if they're setting up his origin. His origin is mostly on land, so you've already got the budget cut halfway there. But in terms of what he does underwater, they've tried in the comics and in games and TV shows and all over about Aquaman. It's that underwater is just like being on land, except he can move around more freely. That's where his abilities lie. So he'll talk to normal people, he'll do normal things, but he's just swimming when he does it.
Didn't it used to be like his main power was like telepathically controlling fish, but now it's like, no, I'm not controlling them, I'm just literally ordering them. They follow me because I am the king.
Well, yeah, he's got that, but they also follow him because he asks them. It's like a good relationship, but he's got new abilities now because he got a lot of
flack, yeah. He used to be just that fish guy.
The fish guy, yeah. But now he can control water with the trident. He can, he's an expert martial artist and all that. It's really come through for him. So he's one of the better ones now.
So, Jack, I'm taking Aquaman's the one you're looking forward to the most.
I'm not actually.
Oh, interesting.
Quite
The plot twist. Okay, Jack, what film are you looking forward to the most in the DC universe?
I'm looking forward to Shazam.
Yes, right. I'm really glad you brought this up.
Rock and Black Adam, that's going to be so awesome.
Rock as a Black Adam, and I know we spoke about it very briefly the other week.
Who did John Cena might be Shazam.
Oh God.
Should we just make that wrestling film then?
It's literally a repeat of WrestleMania.
It'd be interesting to see wrestlers like join these superhero films. So
Well, you say that, it's interesting that we get musicians like Jared Leto being actors. Like I'm hoping that at some point the Joker breaks out into song just because I know Jared Leto was the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm there waiting for him
My
to
mate
sing,
is like a huge
sing.
fan of 30 Seconds to Mars, and when he heard that Jared Leto was like playing the Joker, he just fangasmed. He was like, "Oh my God!"
I think we can all agree though that we can all imagine a Joker doing a musical number.
It would be interesting.
Definitely.
It would be funny.
He just sings the kill.
Him and Harley Quinn.
You should do like a little ballroom dance scene, then breaking out into song.
It'd be interesting to see. So yeah, Shazam. Obviously, Jack, do you want to tell us a bit more about the characters about him, to those who don't know a lot about him, maybe?
Well, you got Shazam, Black Adam. Shazam was originally called Captain Marvel, and he kind of still is now. It's the wizard Shazam was the one that gave both of them their powers. Black Adam was supposed to be a protector, but he turned away from it to become a ruler.
Black Adam was like the original, like sort of one, wasn't he? Black Adam's from ancient Egypt, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from it's hard to pronounce. Cannon Hayden, I'm going to say.
Something like that, yeah.
It's a walled-off city.
You see, Black Adam is a really interesting character, especially in the comics. Because I remember in the comics I've read of him, he had a relationship with a female whose name escapes me, but I remember she was the kind of one that tied him down. But then when she was killed along with the family, before she died, she said it was along the lines of avenge me or something like that. And he just goes on a killing rampage and kills a whole planet of people and stuff, which is kind of why he's still the bad guy. And he's under the illusion that I'm a god. I have godlike powers. Why can't I be considered a god? That'd be an interesting thing to include in this superhero genre, I think, because obviously we have Thor, but when you have someone who's saying, I am a god, see me as it, look up to me. It's kind of like Loki, but it's more aggressive version. Yeah. Do you think that'd be good to bring to this superhero genre?
I think it would be. You got Shazam's like the kid who doesn't know what he wants from life.
Billy Batson?
Billy Batson, yeah.
Batson, that's it.
He comes from like a troubled home, so he's kind of got this aspect about him that he knows what it's like to go through darker times. So having him become the person who's going to challenge Black Adam, it gives you this kind of like hope that they're going to really go with the storyline. Because the two of them are like two halves of the same coin. One good, one bad, but they've both met in the middle kind of thing. And the interesting thing about Black Adam is Osiris was his wife. They ruled together, and
that was it, yeah.
And she had abilities like he did, so they kind of ruled, and people flocked to them because they could protect them.
Yeah, and then obviously when she passed away, like I said, that's when he went a bit mental.
Yeah, it's, there's a lot of like other comic characters come into it. You got the Hawk people come into it then because their origin starts from that, and it's a lot of mixing people together. It's like you don't know who killed her. He doesn't know who killed her, but he's just avenging her his way.
So the Hawk race is the Thanagarians, is it?
Yeah, Carter Hall and Shiera, they're not. Yeah. I don't think they're part of that race.
I don't know. I think Shiera is a Thanagarian, but I don't think Hawkman is.
No, I think he's stuck in the reincarnational cycle with her, but yeah. But yeah, it's off topic here, but Black Adam versus Shazam would be a good fight because it's not Superman, but they're kind of on his level in a way.
Yeah. I mean, I remember like years ago now the Justice League Unlimited cartoon.
Yeah.
There was a big fight scene between Captain Marvel and Superman, and it was fair to say they were quite evenly matched.
Well, that's the thing though. Captain Marvel and like Black Adam, they use magic. Superman's vulnerable to that.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the one thing you can't control. And very quickly, because we have to move on. Do you think it's interesting that they haven't announced a solo Batman movie yet?
No, because we already had tons and tons of solo Batman movies.
But obviously, they knew that there was going to either... Do you think they were waiting to see how people would see him in Batman v Superman, whether they liked it or not, and then make the decision?
I think that Batman versus Superman, initially, in my opinion, was more focused on Batman than Superman most of the time.
I would agree.
Well, this is the thing, like, that's the reason why with Spider-Man, they're not bothering to retell an origin story. They're not bothering to like give me like brand new like kickstart them like movie series because we've already had Spider-Man's story told enough times.
But I'm sure you'll agree with me that there's so many Batman stories that haven't been brought to the big screen.
We've already had like what 8 to 10 Batman movies over the past year, over the years.
They've kind of hinted it in Batman Superman now with the whole death of Robin,
that'll probably happen
Red Hood,
in Suicide Squad. I think maybe that will come up.
Yeah, we might get more of a like alluding to it in Suicide Squad, but for now, I'm not surprised.
Okay, well, let us know what you guys think at home. Should there be a Batman solo film sooner? What film are you looking forward to the most in the DC cinematic universe? We really want to know. So let us know from our social media platforms down below, or just comment in the YouTube video, whatever you want to do. As we move on to, who should we go to next, Ian or Tom?
Let's go for Ian.
We'll go to Ian.
So
we'll mix things up a little.
Just a bit.
So Daredevil series or season 2, in my opinion, was a lot better than the first one. And I even enjoyed the first one as well. But the main standout character in that has to go to the Punisher.
Absolutely.
Right, before we go any further, are we going to have spoiler talk?
No, we probably won't have spoiler talking. But if
We will do it.
we'll talk about
as-
stuff that's already been promoted. Like
Yeah.
for example, like some of the scenes that have already been promoted on the internet. Like for example, the prison scene.
Like
Yeah.
so, basically anything that's already publicly available, free talk.
Yeah.
We're not going to spoil it. We're going to discuss it in a manner that won't spoil it, but
Yeah.
will yet be able to convey our emotional attachment to the program.
Then proceed.
Okay.
Okay, so the one scene
That's the
where
poshest way I've
the
ever said it.
Punisher happens to be in the prison.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm not going to spoil how he gets in there, but let's just say that fight. There's a reason why the series is considered an R-rated series.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
The Punisher gets really brutal sometimes.
Well, that scene, I was my sister's friend was round the other day, and he was talking about how he hasn't seen any of them,
Yeah.
but he said the Punisher's in it. I said, yeah. He said, oh, has it come across? And I said, I'll show you one scene, and then you'll just understand where they've gone with it.
Yeah.
And he watched it. He went, I've got to watch it now.
I think it's the lead up to that scene that just like makes him snap.
Mm.
That's the thing, because obviously, if you was to watch that scene like without watching like the lead up to it, you probably think, oh, he's just some sort of maniac. But leading up to it, you understand like why, obviously. So yeah, he's just the standout character throughout the whole series, and just I want to see more of him. Hopefully, he gets his own standalone series, because I'm really interested to see what he can bring next.
I hope they get onto the Infinity Wars film. I really do, because Punisher will be brilliant in it. I really think he would.
I can just imagine Punisher rocking up with an M4, being like,
Yeah.
"Sup, Thanos."
That'd be so good.
So, what do you think, Jack? Because you watched the Daredevil series as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I definitely agree with Punisher being the breakout of it.
Yeah.
His whole attitude, his character, his backstory, you really got behind him the whole way through.
He's in this iteration of the Punisher. He's more like angry. He's like more of an angry like sort of person. Whereas other previous Punishers, I think I can't remember which one it was, but the previous Punisher film.
You know about the one with John Travolta?
No, not that one. I don't think.
The one that was, the one, I know what you're on about.
Was it that one? But
No, there was another one. It was Punisher Warzone.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think it was in
It was
2003.
Warzone, yeah. That's
But
Warzone.
basically, that portrayal of the Punisher was more like in sort of a way like a cowboy westerny way. So he's just like the outlaw. But in this one, he's just like the madman that wants revenge no matter what.
Well, the one you're talking about is the one by Ray Stevenson. That was when he played the Punisher in Punisher Warzone. That was 2008.
I think it was a previous one because there was another.
I think there was a Punisher film before Warzone.
I'll double check for you.
But yeah, Punisher standout performance. What do you think about Elektra, Jack? Like, what did you think of her?
I think we had such expectations of her because of the relationship she has with Daredevil that it
Yes.
just come across as quite poor.
Mm.
It was very bland. The storyline around her was just very rushed.
I totally agree.
Well, from what I can gather from what you guys are saying, because I've yet to see season 2 or season 1 of Daredevil, to be honest, I can already tell that they're trying to cram too much into season 2. Because of course, in the comics, Daredevil and Elektra have got a really intertwined and complex story.
The thing is,
Yeah.
They do
It
flash
does-
back to the relationship, but it's not the fact that they're trying to cram too much in. I don't think it's just written that well. That's the only problem.
I mean, I think they did it well because I think the first half is simply focused on Daredevil, Punisher,
Yes.
and then the second half is dedicated to Elektra and Daredevil,
Yeah.
but with the side story of Punisher and how he's getting around what's gone on, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's not, you see a lot less of him in the second half, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Would you
because most of the time he's obviously doing something else, but that I won't spoil. But him and Karen Page are doing something else, whereas Elektra and Daredevil are focusing on another thing as well. It's just the narrative just splits between like two different arcs. That's the
I mean, okay, should we do ratings?
ratings.
Out of 10?
Out of 10, I would give it a 7 or 8 out of 10.
There's no either or. You have to decide.
I'll give it an 8.
I
I'll
was
give it
going
an
to
8.
say we will accept decimal points.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay,
give
Jack.
it an 8.
Give it a 6.
Really?
I was really disappointed. I thought the choreography in the first one was much better.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
This one seemed really tame, really kind of bland. And I agree, I think the storyline was just rushed and
Did you not
boring.
see the amount of blood and violence?
That doesn't make a good
It's
storyline.
like, blood and violence is all great, but if you want a good story, you want a good story. And
I think it was still a good storyline, just not as cohesive. Let's just say.
I mean, I can understand where Jack's coming from. That it's all well and good having violence and fighting and blood, but if it's not choreographed right, if it doesn't seem like a believable fight, or it's not like a really entertaining fight, then
The one thing I was disappointed with was Nobu. I just thought they'd do a lot better with him.
Oh, the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a bit rubbish.
His character
Is
just
he
kind
more of a
popped
influential character?
He's a bit more important, really, in this comics. He's like
Yeah, he's
he's
the
like
leader of
the
the Hand.
leader of the
I
Hand.
thought someone else was the leader of the Hand, though.
There's been quite a few leaders of
Yeah.
the Hand.
Well, even Daredevil's been the leader of the Hand.
Wolverine has as well.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't Daredevil leader of the Hand when he was possessed by like a demon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
but
that was a funny time for Daredevil.
Thing is, Daredevil's one of the characters that just teams up with everyone.
Yeah.
He's teamed up with
Well,
Punisher,
that's because
Elektra,
for
Spider-Man.
years he was never really that like well received on his own, so they're trying to lump him with everybody else.
He was
he's
the
good.
Aquaman of Marvel.
That's a good thing, yeah.
No, I think of him more of a Batman as Marvel.
No.
No, the way that he fights crimes on the streets.
No, but
and he
like
doesn't-
we're about popularity wise.
Popularity-wise.
Popularity. I can see we come from he fights crime in the streets, but Batman still fights at an intergalactic level. He's taken on Darkseid.
Yeah.
But so far, in terms of on the silver screen and on the series, it's mostly all streetwise.
So let's.
And also, he doesn't kill anybody, which Daredevil tries not to do as well. So this has got the same.
Should we finish
principles
on
and morals.
who do you agree with more, Punisher or Daredevil, on how to deal with crime? Let's say.
Right. Well, you say
Tom, you can get involved in this.
you say answer quickly. That's just gonna lead into a whole other like podcast length debate.
No, it's not.
Yes,
you just
it
have
is.
to because
Pretty simple, really.
yeah, it's pretty simple. Okay, so in who do you agree with? Who do you think has the right frame of mind in dealing with it?
Even though I don't like the fact of killing people, I do agree with Punisher's sort of ways. After like seeing his arc, like you just see how much some people can be in terms of like just corruption and scumbags there are in New York. Is just like, even like the Punisher said, you send them to jail, they're just going to come back out again, and they're just going to cause even more mayhem. And what better than to send them away permanently?
Tom, I know you haven't seen it, but like, what do you think? Kill
I-
or
no.
put them in jail?
Don't kill unless absolutely necessary. Unless there's no sign of redemption.
So you're kind of like in the middle between the two
Yeah.
of them then.
No.
If they can be put down and be put away for a while, there's there's ways that can be redeemed, then great. But if you kill them, then you're almost as bad as them. If there's no way to do it, like say, well, let's this is a good example. This is the only example I can think of. Say Batman and the Joker were facing off. The Joker was about to detonate a nuclear bomb. There's nothing the Batman could do other than shoot him.
Yeah.
Batman would shoot him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like in those sort of situations, yeah.
But the
Kill him.
Batman would make it a non-lethal shot.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you get the point I'm making.
Yeah.
Or he'll sacrifice himself in the process.
Yeah,
Well-
the hero thing.
Yeah, well, they kind of sacrificed themselves in the comics, and then look what happened. Commissioner Gordon got a robot Batman suit.
No, just look at the Black Lanterns. They get brought
Yeah.
back as the dead.
I was gonna say, Jack.
I agree with Daredevil. I don't agree with Punisher's way of doing things. He just kind of seems like he's one of them, but he thinks he's above everybody else. Daredevil's got the right idea. He will use as much force as necessary. People aren't irredeemable at face value. It doesn't matter how bad your life's been and what bad things you've done, there's always a chance you can turn it around.
I think at the start of the series, I was with Daredevil in that he shouldn't kill. However, by the end of the series and all that goes on, I'm on the Punisher's side because of how it pans out.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to like the Punisher's point of view. I mean, I like the Punisher as a character, I just don't agree with everything that he does.
Brilliant. Well,
It's good to watch, though.
Absolutely. Ian, we're gonna have to move on.
Yep, sure.
I apologize, but obviously, let us know whose side are you on. Do you think Daredevil's right or the Punisher's right in the way they deal with things?
I've just thought of something. Instead of Captain America Civil War, should be Daredevil Civil War.
That would be brilliant.
Team Daredevil, Team Punisher.
Oh, that's going to get harsh.
So yeah, let us know whose side you're on, and also what you thought of the series. Was you happy, disappointed? Let us know in the social media down below. As we move on to Tom
With Batman.
with Lego news. Do you know? I think we should have a jingle just for Lego news with Tom, because that's all he likes talking his Lego.
We'll keep talking about it that much that they'll have no choice but to sponsor us,
Exactly.
and we'll get free Lego.
Free
Lego.
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 I'm hoping I'm involved in this free Lego trade-off here.
Well, maybe if you feature more, then maybe you can get part of the deal. But
I'm a Lego fan. I think the trailer looks good.
then what if you're a Lego fan, why weren't you here 2 weeks ago when we were talking about Captain America Lego?
It's difficult to arrange a time to be here.
Which we can confirm we found in shops. We won't give the name of the shop, but we have
Yeah,
found.
I have
Tom has found it.
Lego purely by accident, and the prices were around the margins we're on about in the podcast. So I think that's good to know. But anyway, Lego Batman. It was announced a while ago, but we had 2 trailers in the past week. Both of them very entertaining. Gives us a good idea of the film. Personally, I understand it's a Lego movie. It's meant to appeal to the widest audience possible, or more of a kid-based audience, but it doesn't quite feel as Batman to me. Like there's this tone of Batman that we all know exists. It's a bit, obviously there's dark in the comics and dark in Batman v Superman. But in this Lego Batman movie, it's just like Batman's like a spoilt 5-year-old.
Have you seen the
Lego movie?
So, did you like that?
It was good, yeah. But again, I know like the Lego movie and Lego in general is aimed at children. It can be enjoyed by everyone. But to me, they could just bring a bit more of the Batman tone into it. Obviously, not be as serious and as dark as Batman is, but they could just make it so he's not acting like a spoiled 5-year-old.
I think that's the thing about the film. I think the comedy comes from this like completely new Bruce Wayne / Batman, where he isn't like super cool and fights for justice and all this.
Well,
and he's not quite about it. You know what I mean?
Like,
that's why it's funny.
Well, the start of the first trailer, he walks in like beatboxing, and he's like, "Oh, you just heard me beatboxing. Well, since you ruined that, I'm going to tell you about my new film that I made.
Yeah,
made by me, acted by me, choreographed by me, featuring me."
You see, I like that. I thought
that's funny, but it's like the idea of Batman just like going on beatboxing, like the song they use at the end of the trailers,
right?
Like where it's all like dubstep or like really like high energy music. Basically, the songs that the kids are with these days. That just shows my age. The kids these days and their newfangled music.
I think what they're trying to do
I
is
love it at the end.
just trying to keep it to like the
Keep it
format
relevant.
and the theme of Lego. Because if you ever played like the Lego games as well, it's just over the top like fun and
well,
and
again, I get that, but it's like some of their choices are just like personally, I just don't agree with them. But I will admit the trailer is funny. Like both trailers are funny. Like, in the second trailer, in fact, what we'll do is the second trailer is about 2 minutes long. We'll cut off here and put the second trailer in so people can watch it, and then we can have a proper talk about it. So we're going to cut off here with the trailer, and then we'll be back.
Hello again, Uber Nerd fans. I heard you blew up the Twitter sphere about my sweet new feature film, the Lego Batman movie. It's kind of like the original Lego movie, only vastly superior because it revolves entirely around me. So anyway, when you're as super as me, you don't get just one trailer. You get 2 trailers in 1 week. Check this out. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. I saved the city again today. I think you would have been really proud.
There you are.
Oh, Alfred, I am so sorry. I have incredible reflexes.
I should have known better than to sneak up on you like that. Were you looking at the old family pictures again?
No, I wasn't.
Sir, I've seen you go through similar phases in 2016 and 2012 and 2008 and 2005 and 1997 and 1995 and 1992 and 1989 and that weird one in 1966.
I have aged phenomenally.
Do you want to talk about how you're feeling?
What? No, I don't want to do that.
Sir.
No.
Sir.
No.
Sir.
No. Gosh, I hope we're recording that. We're not. Alfred, what did I say? ABR. Always be recording.
And we're back. So hopefully you enjoyed the trailer.
Well, I'm really glad we waited them 2 minutes to watch that.
Well, of course we've already
No,
seen it.
I like it, and I
yeah.
love the ending. I love the ending. No. I love it. I think it's brilliant.
Nope. Are you recording that? God, are we recording that?
Jack, what do you think? I think it's class.
Yeah, I like it, but I do agree with Tom on the fact that if you're going to do Batman, at least give him more of the Batman personality. I mean, it's not just for kids, that's the thing. It's meant for a lot of us. So if you want Batman, it's really funny. I love the Lego Batman character, and he's a lot like the Lego Batman game. You know, it's quite upbeat. It really takes the mick out of Batman. But, you know, just a little bit more of Batman in it. A bit more brooding instead of a bit more childish. It would work so much better.
I mean, they're touching it slightly. Where it's like where he talks to that family picture, like, "Mom, Dad, I saved the city again today. They'll be really proud."
Yeah, like 10% more
Yeah.
like dramatic would have sold that.
Because then it's like, you know, Alfred pops up, he gets drop kicked into the piano.
Don't you think you're being like really overcritical over a kids' film?
But that's the thing. It's not just a kids' film.
It's aimed mostly at kids, though.
It is though, yeah. That I think obviously it's Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers produced the Batman films for us, and then they produced the Lego Batman films
the fact
for the
that
kids.
the trailer promptly reminded us when Alfred goes over all Batman's years of movies. Like,
I like that way. Just
God,
like
I've aged phenomenally.
yeah,
No,
I
but
just like all the
phenomenally.
cuts.
Ian, don't you agree with me that what films for us are the films like Batman v Superman?
Yeah.
The films for kids are
Yeah.
Lego Batman.
Yeah, it's
They're just broadening the audience for the Batman franchises they have going.
yeah, they just because they're obviously not going to get into like the serious topics of like beating up criminals and like being a vigilante and stuff, because that's like almost as if you're promoting it to kids to like actually let them do, which obviously you shouldn't be because you're kids. But in a way,
How many kids superheroes are there though? Come on. They've already advertised that kids should put on tights and capes and get out there and save the
well,
world.
look what happened to Bruce Wayne. He started off as a kid, and now look where he is. Well, obviously he's not real, but yeah.
Can I just say, I know this is kind of off topic, but if you don't see Batman v Superman, try and spot Superman's sidekick at the very start of the film. That's all I'm going to say.
That was random.
Yeah.
That was
No,
really
but then when you
random.
watch it, you're going to be like, hang on. Ian's now thinking about it.
I'm trying to think because I watched it the other day.
I'll talk to you about it after,
Yeah,
because
talk
I
about it
can't
after.
ruin it. But yeah.
But like I said, with Lego, like me and Jack, we just want to be a bit more just Batman tone. Because obviously, when Alfred goes on lists the Batman films, you know, there was that phase in the '60s which I found quite funny
Don't forget the George Clooney one as well. That
Oh,
felt
yeah.
very 60s style.
with bat nipples.
Yeah. So, what are we think? Are we going to go and see it? Let's be honest. Are we going to go and see?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll probably see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll happily see it. But but from what they've shown so far, I'm skeptical.
You're going to be
probably
sitting
won't-
there with your notepad criticising it all.
I probably won't be as hyped as like all the like actual proper releases of
Same,
the,
yeah.
but it'll just be a good like thing just to calm me down whilst I wait for like the other
I
films.
don't think it'll be a
Civil
film.
War.
It'll be Civil War will be out by then.
I don't think it's going to be a film that I'm going to be like, I'm going to go to cinemas to watch Lego Batman.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
here's
it's going to be one of them films that I'm going to be like, I'll wait till it comes on TV.
Here's the thing, right? Obviously, we're getting the Justice League movie and they're building their own DC universe, right? But in the Lego Batman trailer, we do see, I can't remember if it's the first or the second
It's
trailer.
both.
Is it
Yeah,
both?
both.
Yeah.
Seen
Yeah,
both,
we do see the Justice League.
Mm.
So,
Running down a corridor, very dramatic look.
yeah. But I mean, like, you know, so for all we know, it could be a Lego Batman movie that eventually leads into a proper Lego Justice League movie.
There's going to be, you just know this is going to turn into a DC Lego
Well,
movie
Here's the thing,
universe.
right? Here's the thing, right? There's already been like direct-to-video and TV movies with Lego and Batman and the Justice League and whatnot.
Some of them have been really good as well.
Yeah, but they've been a bit. Like, yeah, they've been direct-to-video. They've not been as highly produced and well made as this Lego movie looks to be. Because we all know how like really well made the Lego movie was. Exactly the same people and production process and whatnot for the Lego Batman movie. So it looks absolutely fantastic.
Mm.
But the Lego movies that have come beforehand on like TV and that, they've just been full CG. So it hasn't really looked like as believable. Well, you know it's Lego, but it's CG at the same time. So it's I don't know. As an adult, to me, it sort of ruins that illusion.
Okay.
I think you should just do it to the budget.
Mm.
Well, guys, we're going to have to finish there. But, obviously, guys at home, Tom, what do you want them to tell you?
Well, I wanted to just tell us what you think. I mean, do you agree with me and Jack whether or not it should be a bit like 10% more brooding, or should it be with Sam and Ian and be like, you know, just go as wacky and
Kids.
zany as you want?
Can I change my thing? I want to agree with Sam now.
No, you've
Converted me.
a line has been drawn. You on my side now.
No,
One
I'm,
of us.
I remember the unicorn. I want the unicorn in it.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that just sells it for me.
Batman riding a unicorn to fight the Riddler.
Batman Unicorn 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
There you go.
What I do
If
find
I'm sold.
one final thing is that I do find is they keep the Batman mask on the Lego figure. Because we see Bruce Wayne in like a whole like dressing gown
Yeah.
and everything, and he's just there, Batman mask,
Yeah. He's Batman wearing a dressing gown.
and the eyes glow as well.
Yeah.
So they're taking a hint from the Batman v Superman film, maybe.
So, guys, we're going to have to finish it there. But, obviously, thank you for joining us, Jack.
No problem.
I'm sure you'll be joining us again in the future.
Definitely.
Please do.
It's nice having
Don't
a chat
leave me
with you.
alone with these two.
Don't
Or
worry, I'll be
savages.
back.
Do you want to get involved on a Daredevil review, maybe?
Oh, I'm sold.
Awesome. Okay, so we'll get
Sweet.
that done at some point. Obviously, Tom, you need to catch up.
I need to watch. Yeah, I need to start season 1 and 2. That will be my summer project because I'm not.
And Jessica Jones.
I've already seen Jessica Jones.
It's
That's
me
good.
that needs to.
I
You
watched
need to see Jessica
I
Jones.
watched
I
all
love
of Jessica
Jessica
Jones.
Jones.
Ian is the one who needs to watch Jessica Jones.
Between the pair of you need to catch up.
I've watched all of it.
So have
I'm
I.
halfway through.
Air high five.
Instead,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm halfway through. I'm like episode 7 or 8, so I'm nearly there. I might binge watch
It's an
it tonight.
excuse.
I'll binge watch it
excuse.
tonight.
Guys,
then.
we've got to finish. Shut up.
Let's go.
Yeah, so don't forget, like us and follow us on the social media platforms. Make sure you follow us on our Snapchat. In the description below, we have the link to our Mixcloud where you can listen to our previous shows and this one if you don't want to see our faces. Whatever. And then, yeah, make sure you do so and get in touch as we want to get your thoughts and we want to discuss it on air. So,
what do we have coming up this week, Sam?
coming up this week, we have Comic-Con. Me and Ian visited Comic-Con. We're going to bring you some, like a package of what we got while we was there. Interviewed a few people. Interviewed Captain America while we was there.
Yes, and Black Widow as well.
Yeah. So
Oh no, we just interviewed Captain America, but he was accompanied by Black Widow.
great. So, and
Ian's first top 5 video came out, well, yesterday when this uploads, but today as a recording,
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yes.
And at the end of the week, my second part of Spider-Man will be coming out.
and also Sam's final thought will be beginning this week. It's going to be the Batman review, but starting at the weekend, it will be Sam's final thought on what's gone on over the week. So you got that to look forward to. So make sure you follow us and like us on here. So thank you for joining us for the 4th time. See you later, guys.